side of D.C. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Football Team. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So first and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now Locke on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Drew Lock taking it in from a yard out. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. But they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Steps away to his left. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Faking the give, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Darnold from the red zone now. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. T.J. Watt came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. Got him in on the right sideline. That's more. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserve down, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And Thomas has it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 21-0 our score after one. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
And his kick is indeed good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes
left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Off of play action, Darnold. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw, Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina!
Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
Extra point up and through. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jamin Davis.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. There's the stiff arm, and he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Lock going to keep this.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Clock now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
They'll try to run it with Gibson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run it and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break. Darnold forced out to his left. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Locke.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Gibson again.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
On the counter, Gibson.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Gibson again.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be blocked out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. Now it's Locke.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, Do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Locke. Dancing to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Locke. That's Samuel, caught left side.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Darnold. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Darnold. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Darnold now to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Looking deep here for Ebron. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. 2nd and 7.
They run the counter.
Gibson. 77 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know. Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
Look, I played the game, I missed the shot, I had to answer.